Welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to be discussing Mortal Kombat 3. And for those of you who have never played this version, it was a version released before Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And because it's a lot earlier version than Ultimate, there's a lot more balance issues in this game. You can see, even taking a look at the character roster, a lot of the ninja characters are missing. There's no Katana, no Melina, no Jade, no Reptile, Ermac, and so on. One thing to note is that the power level in this game with the top three is higher than it is in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, so this game does have characters that are more obnoxious to fight when you compare them to MK3. One of them being Jax, who I consider to be top 3 in this game, and this character is a massive headache for for most of the roster to fight against. The main thing being is he's got a move in this game called the single shot projectile, this move, and it's got no cooldown periods. You could just kind of machine gun it and use it as much as you want, and you can see it's got pretty solid speed, good recovery. It pushes him back. It's like doing a backdash automatically while you do it, so you can get distance from your opponent. Does decent chip. It is a high. And the good thing is, while doing this, you have access to other Jax moves too, right? So you can do single shot, then his double shot. His double shot you can't spam like that because his double shot has a 3-second cooldown. Unlike his single shot, which you can do repeatedly, you cannot spam his double shot. But you can still mix it in while doing this, which makes his zoning even better. One thing about his double shot is when your opponent's close to you, you can go into it, and it pretty much puts you full screen. It's like a full screen backdash while doing this. You see how far Jax goes back, and then you can go back into zoning. And of course, he's got his ground pound that you can mix in. Jax, coming from Mortal Kombat 2, Jax was one of the strongest keep away characters in that game because he had a solid projectile, and one of the best special moves being his ground pound. They nerfed his ground pound in this game, but him having such a good projectile and keep away means you can occasionally sneak it in and it'll work on people. And one big difference between this game and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is that there's not many teleporters in this game. When they were making UMK3, they added a lot more characters that could teleport, and they had access to better teleports like Ermac and Human Smoke. In this game, the main teleporting characters are, you have like Sector, you have Robot Smoke, you have Kung Lao, Shiva's a teleporter, but a lot of these teleports are a lot slower, and they're generally easy to react to if you read them. For example, like if Shiva goes here for teleport, you could just get around it, full combo her, and then send her back full screen, and then go into the zoning game, which she has to get in again. So Jax in this game, I consider him to be probably number 3. Could maybe argue number 2 if you want to get technical. Because one thing that sets apart Jax in this game from the other best zoning character in this game, being Cabal, in terms of doing projectiles, is with Cabal, there's a lot of effort that goes into learning how to zone with Cabal. You're going to be in practice mode for like a year, getting down his instant fireballs. With Jax, however, it's as if almost anybody off the street can pick him up and then start doing this, and this is so powerful for a lot of characters because it causes issues with them, being able to get in and fight you. And on top of that, the jumping in this game is not as good as UMK3. One of the big reasons is when you do a jump-in punch, you can't do any combo follow-ups. So them adding combo follow-ups off your jump-ins was an addition they put into UMK3. So let's say you do happen to read a jump-in on this, which right off the bat, this projectile is already insanely hard to get around jumping because he's moving back and it has a good hitbox. But let's say you land a jump-in. The most you can do is you don't even want to use jump punch because it's not going to lead the combo. So what you can do is maybe do a jump kick into like a quick conversion. Like I know Cabal can do jump kick spin, something like that. But a lot of characters aren't going to have that ability to go into something like that. So Jax, for the most part, can just keep doing this all day. And when you get in on Jax, he's not bad up close. First of all, he has a 1-frame air throw, meaning if you try to get in, cross him up, do mix-ups, he can just jump up and air throw you. Second of all, he's got one of the best sweeps in the game, which meaning not only does he have good projectiles, but he has some of the best normals to keep you out, like his sweep. He's got good jabs, and then he has one of the best mid-string starters, which is huge in this game, because having a mid-string combo in this game that leads to a follow-up mid-screen like his sweep, or giving a combo full screen, this is big because, again, not being able to combo off jump-ins in this game makes it so a lot of other characters, it's more difficult for them to get their good strings out while launching damage. Like characters that have high strings, some of them aren't going to be able to use them as much. because having a mid makes it so they're not going to be able to duck to get out of your pressure easily. So Jax, one of the best strings in the game, an insanely strong projectile in the game, good damage in the corner, good special moves aside from this move. Basically, just a top 3 character overall. And one thing I want to say before I end this video is MK3 is going to be one of the games included in the Legacy Collection. So, considering we're going to have rollback netcode with this, it'll be interesting to see players play this version of MK3 online with other people, because this version is very underexplored. Like, yes, you have Sub-Zero, you have Cabal, you have Jax. The tiers are kind of well known, but I mean in terms of people playing the game and there being a lot of experience, a lot of matches. There's not many matches you can find of MK3. So it's one of the games where if you compare it to other competitive Mortal Kombat games, I would say it's very underexplored. Even though it may not be as great as the other games or have as much depth as the other ones, it's still a game that, in my opinion, I think is going to be interesting to watch if people play this game. And I want to warn you guys, when you guys do play some of these games like MK3, there will be people choosing Jax and doing this to you. And, you know, there will be people choosing Sub-Zero and so on. So get ready to fight them when you play in matches. Hopefully they include a rank, because this is going to be, if you guys decide to play MK3, Jax is going to be one of the characters you're going to be seeing because of how insanely broken he is in MK3. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.